Okay, so at dinner time, only at Encounter God's Presence Camp do we have ostriches interrupting the program.
And to have 3 guys on one team that lives for the Lord is kind of unheard of in the NFL, just to be honest. A lot of guys say they believe in the Lord, but they don't follow the Lord. That's 2 different things. You have to do both. Deeds and faith go together.
There's times of teaching and testing in order to prepare us to get us to where we need to go.
Are you willing to stare pain in the face and say, I'm not going to give up, I won't quit, no matter what? What are you made of? What's your character inside? The reason James picked that verse to start the scripture, to start the New Testament, was because he wanted to know. He wanted you to know and me to know that without embracing pain, you cannot come to full maturity as a believer in Jesus Christ.
说孩子，我的恩典够你用。
He said, child, my grace is there for you, and it's going to be enough.
You have a God who is powerful, and you can put everything in his hands and know that you are taken care of. I promise you that.
If you learn to cling to Jesus as your first love throughout your whole life, inspired by the love that he had for you first when you were a sinner, how powerful is that?
That's awesome. Isn't it amazing how easy it is to connect with God's presence if just in a childlike way we turn our heart towards him? We turn our attention toward him. We turn our affections toward him. I have discovered that most people who think that hearing God's voice is difficult are surprised when they found out how easy it is to connect with God's presence and with God's voice.
It breaks my heart when I see people not walking in their destiny, not fulfilling their destiny. I can imagine what it does to God. I can imagine Jesus, who paid the ultimate price. He did everything needed to be done for us to walk in complete freedom, for us to walk in complete truth, and fulfill our destiny and purpose.
Your life is not to be wasted. It's not to be mailed in. It's not to be kicked and punted away. Your life has supernatural significance attached to it. The breath of God is upon all of your lives.
My name is Carolina. I went to Encounter God's Presence Camp, and I will never be the same.
One word to describe Encounter God's Presence Camp would be awesome.
I suggest that all of y'all go next year. Bring all your friends, you won't regret it at all. It's a ton of fun.
Hi, I'm Natalie, and I went to Encounter God's Presence Camp, and now I'm more radical for Christ than I've ever been before.
Hi, I'm Selah, and while I was at Encounter God's Presence Camp, I got healed. And you can get healed too.